Per IRS data, California lost a taxpayer to other states every 1 minute and 44 seconds over a 2-year period. This is IRS data analyzed by the National Taxpayer Union Foundation, highest out-migration rate. Now, before we wag our finger and say, tisk, tisk, California, another negative indicator, right on California's heels was Nebraska in this chart, in this map.
So this map has red and blue states, but this is not red and blue political, okay? The red states are losing taxpayers. They're losing their base. The blue states are gaining taxpayers. So you can see Florida and Texas are blue, and California and New York are red, right? This is not a political shift, but that's just the colors the graph were produced in. But Nebraska is one of the red states. So the big losers, the big three, were California, Illinois, and New York. So that's probably not that big a surprise. But a lot of states here in the Midwest, including Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa, have lost, even Colorado and New Mexico have lost taxpayers to states next door that have friendlier tax societies, right? South Dakota's gaining residents. Wyoming's gaining residents. Missouri is gaining residents. And of course, Florida was the biggest gainer on the chart, the darkest blue. And so you see that the money will go where the legislator lets it flow, right? So in other words, we are now seeing California propose, and we talked about it, and that's moved forward, by the way, with that 5% wealth tax we talked about a month ago here on the radio. Some more to come on that later. We are now seeing New York try, of course, the mayoral election that happened, trying to figure out how they can impose taxes on wealthier people. And that is getting a lot of play on social media because younger people do not understand socialism. Somebody posted this morning, it was a riot, that look at this city thriving in China. Socialism works. I'm like, yeah, let me see if you want to go live under China law, And, but anyway, it's crazy to me how bad it's going to get if these younger voters really believe the things they believe because they've had life so good. And as they sit around on a $17 phone, drinking a $9 cup of coffee, eating a $4 scone, complaining about how oppressed they are, I have a problem with that. But listen, this is a warning right here to Nebraska. We are losing people, right? We talk about it. And the folks that are about to run for elections here this next year are going to attack it a couple of different ways. But I'm like, look, it's time for the big boys to step up in the room.
Well, speaking of big boys stepping up, just as in the last 24 hours, Donald Trump has endorsed Jim Pillen for re-election as governor. A lot of folks thought Charles Herbster might challenge Pillen again, and that Trump had previously been with Herbster. And just give us a quick 30-second
take.
Herbster
actually posted on social media while he understands why Trump is endorsing an incumbent. He's a little saddened by it, but he said he's still exploring the run, and we're having several candidates line up on the left side of the aisle as well. The sad thing is none of them are moving the needle in a way I think matters. Pillen has added over 1,000 jobs to the state payroll rolls. That's not cutting expenses. Anyway, it doesn't bode well in the short term.
Well, we'll see how that plays out.
Hey, if you're looking for more content like this, make sure you check out these videos, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you'll be notified when we publish more content that will help you retire smart. Thanks for watching.